what's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, hacking, stupid, what's happening? Bitch, what's happening? Eat me and record it, but your edge up all I'm showing. I keep my niggas.
Good evening, everyone, and happy Monday. Welcome to Miscommunications Talk Podcast.
You gotta let the system eat it. You gotta get it. You can't have silence. You can't have silence.
You got to clapping again.
Oh, they got you for the music. Okay. Y'all welcome to Miscommunications Podcast. We have your gracious and humble host, the real Miss Gemini Queen 84 in the building.
I be forgetting my name. I do.
Right. I'm your humble co-host / producer, DJ Lab. We in the building. So how was your weekend?
My weekend was cool. It was relaxing. Had a lot going on the previous week. My daughter graduated. It was my birthday.
What? And your birthday and graduation. You got 2 kids at once, right?
It was definitely a lot going on. So I just took last week just to relax and chill. Because, right after that was the holidays. So, we had family here. So it was just a lot going on. So.
Do you like when family come in town? Do you like when your family come in town? Do you for 2 days you good, but then that third day you like, I'm ready for them to go?
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially if they in the house with you and if they stand with you.
Right.
Oh yeah, you got to go. It's time to go. You've been here long enough.
I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but Aquariana Uma says congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Irresistible Chick just checked in with you.
Hello, everyone. Greetings, greetings, everyone.
Yeah. Okay, so you like them to stay, but it's just a limit to how long they can stay.
Yeah, I feel like 4 days is too long.
4 days is too long?
4 days is too long, especially if you staying in my house.
Okay.
Find you something to do.
Find you some events to go to.
Find some events to go to. I'll let you use my car. I don't care. Just find you something to do. 4 days is too long.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you do if they stay longer than 4 days? You start acting crappy, like you start acting shitty towards them?
No, I don't start acting crappy. I just, I shut down.
You get ornery.
Yeah, I just be like.
Then you start staying in your room and stuff like.
Stand in my room, watching TV in my room, everything.
Oh, wow.
They be like, you okay? Yeah, girl.
Okay.
What you doing today? You going somewhere? You
No, that's what you asking them.
You called your friends? Did you do it? You ain't doing nothing today?
Nothing.
You ain't find nothing to do.
Just gonna be in the house.
You ain't find nothing. Girl, I seen some stuff on Facebook that got going on in Atlanta this weekend. You want me to send it to you? Find you something to do. Just please find you something to do.
Irresistibly chick says she get you an Airbnb. She said because she needs her space.
Yes, or a hotel.
Why they just can't get an Airbnb?
They can get an Airbnb, but sometimes Airbnb costs more than a hotel.
I mean, I'm just saying, but why do you got one who got to spend the money? Right? Why you just can't tell them that, hey, you're welcome to come, but you got to get your own.
A lot of times people just say they get in the Airbnb, or hotel or Airbnb.
Okay.
They don't ask,
right,
to stay with them, with you unless you offer. And 9 times out of 10, I don't offer.
You sound like you don't offer. You sound just like you don't offer.
I don't. I be like, so when you coming, where you staying at?
Okay. That's the next question.
Yeah,
I think they get that hint.
Now, if you say you stand with me, I'm be like, well, let me discuss this with the family first, because the family might not agree.
You gotta put it on your husband. Let me ask my husband. See what
I gotta ask everybody. I gotta ask the kids. I gotta ask all of them. I gotta ask them from the age 19 to 3 years old, because 3-year-old be like, nah, mommy, I don't want her here.
Wow.
Yeah, we gotta ask everybody. We gotta get everybody approved.
It's a family meeting.
Yeah,
okay.
And if everybody don't agree,
okay, Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is. It's called family for a reason, right?
I mean, hey, some of my family can't even come to my house. They can't even step foot at my door. They can't even come visit.
Dang.
No, I'm sorry. They still too much.
I have people like that too.
Yeah, they still entirely too much, and I can't deal with it.
Yeah, they ask for stuff and ask for you for stuff. It's like, come on, man. You only been here 2 minutes.
Right.
Okay, well.
And then I don't like the family that come to your house and they just start walking through your house and they ain't never been there before. They be looking in your refrigerator and
they family. They feel they can do that.
Get the fuck out of my kitchen.
They come here and start making sandwiches, ask me what's for dinner. Like, what's for dinner? We've been on the road for a long time.
Get out of my kitchen. Go sit down in the living room where you belong. You are a guest here. Go sit down.
No, they family. They feel they can go in the refrigerator and all that stuff.
No, go sit down. Okay?
Like
if this your first time at my crib, sit down.
Okay. So the first time was gotta.
Don't come to my house whenever you visiting and just go straight to my kitchen or nothing. Like, don't do that.
Well, that's usually where people congregate.
Sit down.
See if you got an open floor plan.
Sit down. Don't just sit down.
They might just congregate there.
Yeah, no. Some of my family just still. I don't even. They can't even come to my house. They don't even know my address.
Damn. Okay.
I got a cousin right now asking me every time she see me. She be like, "Girl, what's your number?" I be like, "Girl, I got the same number. My phone is broke."
Then it rings.
My phone is broke, girl.
Then it vibrates in your purse.
I seen her over the weekend. She was at my daughter and them had a graduation party. She said, "Girl, I've been trying to call you." I said, "I ain't been receiving those calls. I gotta take my phone to Apple. It's
locked
broke.
up.
It's broke."
Okay. Well, how was the graduation anyway?
The graduation was lovely. Everything was so nice. I was so happy for it was over 500 graduates there.
What school was this?
This was Benjamin E. Mays.
Oh, Mays. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
So yeah, it was really nice. Really, really nice turnout, and I'm so proud of all of the graduates and stuff like that, and what they're achieving, and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay.
It was really nice.
So with that mean, what was that? Where was it held at? The graduation?
It was downtown, some stadium downtown.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, with that many graduates, it would have to be in the stadium.
Yeah, it was.
Because you got 500 graduates times 2.
Yeah.
You know, that's 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Plus,
they was giving out extra tickets too, and I was surprised. Like,
well, I mean, everybody gonna want a ticket for that event. Everybody gonna want to be seen at that event.
I seen a parent get put out the graduation. Like, how you get put out your kid's graduation?
Probably acting a fool.
She ran down, and when the graduates was coming out and was video recording, they told all of us to stay in our seats. You know, not. She ran down and got in her daughter's face, and they nicely escorted her out.
Dang.
She done missed the whole graduation.
Dang it.
The whole graduation.
You know, we be proud of our children.
I
man.
know.
Sometimes it be a struggle getting them down that aisle.
Yeah, but you gotta represent in your seat.
Right. We want to celebrate. We want to be like, hey, you see her? Y'all see her? Y'all see what it is? Y'all know what it is.
She like Chris Brown. You can't even get in. You gotta watch from outside the club.
Well, I know she was proud of her daughter.
Yeah, she was very proud, but I just hate to see her get put out.
Me too.
So.
They could let that slide, man. Sometimes they be over.
It be people taking their job way too far. Because I feel like the security guards there was just on edge, on 10 for no reason. Like sit down.
They had no customer service skills whatsoever.
Just RoboCop vibes. Like, what you doing? Where you going? Sit down. I'm like, no, chill. Like, lady wouldn't even offer me no tissue. I started crying. I said, can I get some tissue? She said, it's for the graduate. I said,
damn.
Golly, y'all paying for this tissue? She was just on one. I was like, okay, I use my sleeve then. You won't get no tissue.
For the graduates.
Right. She specifically said, no, this is for the graduates. I'm like, okay, sorry.
Wow.
Sorry I asked.
Wow.
Sorry I asked.
Did them plus come out your paycheck? Jesus.
She was guarding she was guarding that box of tissue with her life. Like,
that's like the people gonna want to give you extra ketchup. Like,
you know what? Cents. And that's crazy you said that because that's one of my topics tonight.
Like, it's 35 cents for extra ketchup. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's just people just be doing way too much.
They be extra.
Way too much.
So they say, and then there was the girl who got shot. Was she from Mays?
She was from Mays. She was a part of Benjamin E. Mays. She was supposed to graduate this year coming up. So yeah.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad. We're not going to dwell on that event because it's a sad event. Yeah. We don't want to.
So RIP to her and prayers to her family.
Rest in paradise. We will be missed by your family, I'm sure.
Yeah.
This man just.
Yeah.
these kids and these guns, man. I tell you what.
Yeah, it's just and the
these people and these guns. How about that?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
We are over proliferated community, a society of gun lovers.
Yeah, and it's crazy. But I do with that situation. I feel like parents should have been involved because it's a certain time your kids need to be in the house. In the house. I don't care how old you is.
Right.
In the house. Why are you out at 2:30 in the morning?
Whoa.
At a graduation party?
Yeah.
My daughter, and the crazy part
I'm not gonna knock about the parents, but I mean, when I was younger, I used to come in late, but I don't think I ever came in at 2 in the morning.
I didn't start coming
like
in
12,
late.
1 o'clock, I might come in, but I would be in front of the house. To be honest with you, I would be in front of our house,
right?
Because we, in Chicago, we had stoops like in New York. Just sit on the stoop on the brownstone. That's what we did.
Yeah.
So. I get what you're saying though. Like
my daughter asked me to attend that event, and I told her, I said, "Ma'am, absolutely not. Absolutely not." She was like, "Well, all my friends gonna be there." No, you're gonna be in the house where you belong. I don't care how old you is. You're not going.
Aquariana Huma says that she was out.
I bet she was. I bet she was. I mean, I was out, but I wasn't. But when I was growing up, it was actually cool to hang out at late like that. Like we could be on our block playing in the street late at night. Like, and nothing serious was happening like that when I was that age.
Right.
Like we could be in our yard, like you said, being on the stoop or on our porch, just kicking it.
It wasn't nothing to have on my stoop. It wasn't nothing to have 10 or 15 people just sitting on the stoop.
Right.
Girls and boys, we just listen to the radio, chilling on the stoop. That's what we did.
We was outside late at night playing Ding Dong Ditch and stuff like that. Like
No, we didn't play that.
We did. I did. I played Ding Dong Ditch.
I think I'm a little older than you. We didn't play that one.
I was playing Ding Dong Ditch and y'all probably was playing Hide and Go Get It one time.
Yeah, Hide and Go Get It, Catch a Girl, Kiss a Girl. all them sexual harassment games we were playing.
Right. But yeah,
I'm a little older than y'all, so we were playing all the sexual harassment type stuff.
Like when I was growing up, we had fun. Like we actually had fun. Like it was cool to be out at night. Like my mama actually allowed me in my neighborhood when I was growing up, which was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, on 58th and Fairmount, represent.
So you,
yeah, so she actually let me hang with, the older people in my neighborhood because we all got along. We all had fun. It wasn't no violence going on or nothing like that. We all, we had fun.
It was Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We was outside playing cans at night.
It was Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
But see, that's the thing, it's a lot of black people in Milwaukee.
I know. I've been to Milwaukee.
Yes.
I've been to Milwaukee. I've been to Detroit. I've been to Kankakee. I've been to all them places. It's black folks all over there.
Yeah, and it's ghetto.
Yeah, it is, but it's still Milwaukee.
Milwaukee is very, very hood. Milwaukee is the baby Chicago.
Yeah. Well, it's probably worse now.
Oh, yeah, it's way
back
worse.
in the 80s. Like, back in the 80s when I was growing up, like 81, 82, when I was 12 and 11 years old, people would move from Chicago to Kankakee to go to a paradise. Yeah, like it was just that good back then. Like,
really?
Yeah, they'd be like, when we moved to Milwaukee, like, Milwaukee was like the place to be. Like, for real.
Wow.
Yeah. Back in the early 80s, see, I'm old. See, when were you born? No offense.
I was born in 84.
See, yeah, back then, people would move from Chicago up there to get away. They probably brought the ghetto-ness with them, and that's what made it terrible.
Oh, yeah.
But
absolutely.
They definitely was
because it's very ghetto now.
They were definitely like, we moving to Milwaukee, man. We getting out of this ghetto-ass Chicago.
But,
like, okay.
Yeah, Milwaukee, I mean, it's bad now. I can't even lie. Right now, I wouldn't even sit on the stairs nowhere. I wouldn't, no.
Slick say that they hang out like that, though. It's on the west side of Atlanta, so they hang out like that. And she's right. She's from the west side of Atlanta, but we've driven over to the west side of Atlanta 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and kids, little bitty kids, be outside. And we say, be like, what the hell is their mama at? Like, just outside.
I mean, I think it's cool to still hang out or whatever, but far as that type of setting, that graduation party and all of that with a whole bunch of kids, and then it's 2 schools. So it was Mays and then it was I think they said Doug.
Oh, they supposed to have a rivalry from what I
Right.
understand.
So, yeah. So, nah, I'm good. And my daughter was not participating.
Like, it would be like in Chicago, it'd be like, what damn schools that in different gang territories? I don't even remember so much now. Like, Manly was in Viceroy territory, and then you had Farragut, which is in Disciple. So it'd be like those two schools party. It's something gonna happen.
Right.
Something's gonna happen.
Right. See, yeah, no. And yeah, that's just like us growing up. I think our school rivalry was, I want to say Custard and probably Washington, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember, but yeah.
I didn't have no school, but I went to Lane Tech up in Ravenswood, Illinois.
Where, you went to the good school?
Yeah, where the, because we used to go to any school we wanted to in Chicago. So all we had to do was get there. So I went to, Lane Tech, very, you had to have some good grades to go to that school. So nobody.
I actually went to the bougie school.
It was bougie.
You went to the bougie. I knew you was a little bougie. I knew it. I knew you was a little bougie.
It was a little bougie school. They had, we had all ethnic classes there. We wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? It was a multicultural school.
Well, I went to the hood.
I lived in the hood, but I bust to the good area.
I had made a plea and a vow that I would never let my kids go to a hood school.
Yeah.
Until I moved to Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. My kids didn't. My kids went to military high school actually, but
okay.
Didn't work. I mean, they still.
Well, when I was in Wisconsin, I only had my daughter at the time, which is my oldest, and she went to like private schools. She only went to private schools, and then she went to a Catholic school. So.
Yeah, well, rest in peace to that beautiful young lady.
Yeah.
You will be surely missed.
Yeah.
So what else we got talking about today?
So, you was just talking about people be acting like they be paying for stuff. I don't know if you've seen this video with Boosie going off in the drive-thru because he wanted some extra jelly.
Nah. I don't, you know what? I don't like Boosie.
I really don't care for him either. I don't.
I don't like his music really hard, but I don't know. People love him. I mean, I don't like Boosie. And me and Boosie we like oil and water.
I really don't care for him neither. Some of the stuff he say, it just be like, dude, really? You sound real stupid.
Yeah.
Like being upset about some jelly.
So he was going off about the jelly.
He wanted extra jelly.
Okay.
And he got mad. He was like, y'all could have gave me some extra jelly. Y'all act like y'all paying for this jelly.
Right.
And I'm like, it's not that serious. Like, some restaurants you only limited to condiments. For real.
That's true.
But he was like literally going off because I think they only gave him one. Where you putting all this jelly? Where you putting all this jelly?
He might be tossing salads later.
So my question was, I wanted to know, what was your most drive-through experience, like worst drive-through experience?
Oh, for me, I was with Slick's son, Carlos. We were going through the drive-through. And it was something about some change. It was like 96 cents or something. And she was acting like the 96 cent was going to break me or something. She was like, oh, it's going to be 96 cents extra. I was like, the way she said it, it just...
like, okay,
it just triggered me like, bitch, I give you $96. What the fuck is she talking about? And Rika's son next to him, she was like, whoa, I ain't never seen you stop. Cause I just snapped like, bitch, you talking about 96 cents.
You insulted me talking about 96 cents.
Like 96 cents, do it look like, I mean, if it look like 96 cents is gonna break me, I need to be doing something else. But she said like, it's gonna be 96 more cents. Right, yeah, I asked for it for a reason.
They be doing the most.
Like,
they do. I
think I asked for some. What I did was I ordered my food, paid for it at the window, but when I got to the next window, I realized I needed something else. And they was like, oh, it's going to be 96 more cents. I threw that change at that bitch. Give me my shit. 96 cents. Here go $3, ho. Keep the change. Like, the fuck? Like, the way she said it to me really pissed me off. I don't know why it triggered me. It was her face. People don't realize how their facial expression can say a lot of shit. It was like her face. Then it was like the way her tone. And then it just flew out her mouth. And I feel like she spit on me or something. So I was like, the fuck? Yeah. That was like the worst experience I ever had. I don't know what And when she gave me, she was like, she was saying she was sorry. I said, I want to hear your sorry, ho.
Yeah, it's too late now. You done already pissed me off.
It's like, come on, man, just give me what I asked for. And you ain't got to make such a big deal out of it. Like,
you done already pissed me off, so now don't apologize now. Like,
man, that shit.
So the other day, this happened just recently. We were at Burger King, and these people at these fast food restaurants really have a badass attitude.
Right, because they a career choice.
They really have a bad, and I feel like some of these people, they probation officer be making them work at fast food restaurants or something like that, because it's like you don't have no common courtesy, no nothing. Like, so we was at Burger King and dude was like, "Go ahead," and I'm like, "Hello."
Right.
He like, "Wait a minute, hold on." No, he just the way he was just talking, like you said, old girl was talking crazy. Right. And then, so we ordering our food. We order one meal, and he like pull around, and I'm like, wait a minute, we not done.
Right.
Like, go ahead. And I'm like, okay, what's the issue? Like, you having like you really having a bad day or something, like. And so then, when we ordered the rest of our food, or we got to the window, and the manager come up, she's like, you need to really chill, because you pissing these customers off. Because I guess the customer had called and complained. And I said, well, why you speaking to him about it? Let me tell you.
Let me tell you what happened to me.
Right, because he was really rude. Right. And, he needs to calm down. Like, his attitude was horrible.
Right.
Like, dude, like, calm down. Like, be more polite. Be like the people at Chick-fil-A. I don't care if they having a bad day or not. They gon' my pleasure.
My pleasure you to death.
Right. They gon' my pleasure you to death.
Right.
And then they gonna give you, can I get some Polynesian sauce? They don't even ask you how many you want.
They just throw them in the bag.
Yeah, they just hand you a handful and throw it in the bag. Like,
yeah.
I feel like Chick-fil-A
needs to give out classes.
Right, because
whatever they put in the drinks in their orientation, they need to give them drinks to all the fast food restaurants.
Right,
like,
exactly.
We got this cup of drink that we get to all our employees that we want to give to your employees so they can have better customer service.
Because that dude at Burger King almost got slapped.
Man, he would have got cussed out.
He almost got, I had to tell his manager, like, so why you yelling at him about that customer? Let me tell you what's going on, because he was really rude. Like, he need to fix his attitude. Because he don't know who he could be talking to. Like, somebody could have really just did something to him the way he was just talking to them.
It's been many times I pulled up to the drive-through window, and it'd be all milkshakes and Cokes thrown at the window. Like, one time we was in the drive-through, and we literally saw them throwing shit at the window.
And I believe it, because these people got badass attitudes.
They do got bad attitudes.
They have horrible attitudes. Wendy's, Burger King, and McDonald's, they have horrible attitudes.
They do.
And let me add Captain D's to the list, because
I don't fuck with Captain D's, because Captain D's almost killed us one time. We ordered from Captain D's, and it's not allegedly, because this is what happened to me after I ordered to Captain D's. We ordered the fish, and the next day we were on the toilet all day.
Oh my God.
And throwing up at the same time all day.
So they got y'all food poisoning.
Yeah, same thing with Taco Bell. Yes, this is not allegedly. This is real life experiences from Taco Bell. They had food poisoned us, and So
I don't mess around with Taco Bell.
Yeah, that customer service is terrible. Something else I was going to tell you about customer service, and I forgot what it was. Dang it, it was just this old age kicking in.
Yeah, I don't.
It was a good story too. It was a good story. Let's see.
Working in the drive-thru is terrible too.
Aquarium alumni. Okay. Working the drive-thru is terrible too. I got called the N-word by some hillbillies just because they could. It works both ways. Customer service sucks and customers suck too. Yeah, but since I'm not on the customer service end, Aquarium alumni, I'm going to have to tell you, from my experience, the customer service is terrible. Because I'm always nice.
Yeah.
I always tip.
I feel like if somebody is making your food, be nice.
Right.
Because you making my food. I don't want to snap on you and you do something to my food. Then I'm going to be pissed off. I'm going to really have to come in there.
Right.
I'm not throwing no drinks. I'm going to throw hands.
Right.
So,
you try to be nice.
Right.
I say thank you, appreciate it, whatever. And sometimes it makes their day, and they help you better.
Right.
But sometimes people just are not receptive to the thank you, I appreciate it. They not receptive. They already had a bad day because they had to clock in. So now they're going to make everybody's day bad. Everybody's day terrible.
Right. I want to shout out a girl yesterday, and I know from from the time we sat down to the time we left, she probably was over us. Mm-hmm. She probably was over us. Went to a brunch spot yesterday. One of my friends had ordered some salmon. Her food was cold. She sent it back. I found a piece of hair. Found a piece of hair in my food.
Sent it back.
I sent it back. My other friend found a piece of hair in her food. Sent it back. My other friend food wasn't done. She sent it back. But the girl not one time got an attitude. Mm-hmm. She kept a smile. She was patient. She said, I apologize. Let me go speak with the manager. She took stuff off our check. And I had to just thank her for that. I'm like, I really appreciate your patience and you know how calm you was and polite, because I know we probably was irritating the hell out of you.
Right.
But that was great customer service, because she could have been like, okay, now y'all doing way too much. Mm-hmm. All this ain't happening.
Right.
But she was
y'all
sweet.
temper well.
We did.
Y'all
we
better
did.
have. Y'all better have.
But gratuity already had came out. So.
Sometimes you have to add extra on the gratuity, because there's some people who just be really nice to you in customer service as a waitress, and they be really nice as a server. They be really nice. I don't want to say waitress because that's old, but they be that server. They be really nice to you, and they try their best to make sure your experience is a good one.
Yeah.
I don't mind like even when I go to Waffle House, I go to a certain one because the customer service is good and the food is always good. Even though it's Waffle House, you be like, damn, I'm tired of eating Waffle House, but you see it cooked in front of you, number one. And number two, even though they may have 15 people in there running them around, when I come in and order my food, they always are nice to me. They make sure I get it like I make it, unless it's somewhere or someone that don't know me. Right. But I always make sure I try to tip, even though it's already added onto the go. Right. And then the next time you come, they remember, oh, he tips well. Make sure you get food right. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when I go in there, even if it's full, I can walk right up to the counter and they be like, what you need? Right. They know you because you're a good tipper. Right. So sometimes that pays off. She was really nice and sweet. And I just had to thank her and appreciate her. I even told her manager, I said she did an excellent job. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what was going on in that kitchen, she kept her cool. She maintained her, her attitude, everything. Mm-hmm. She was sweet from the time we walked in, from the time we left. Mm-hmm. So, I just had to really appreciate her because, it's like I said, some people ain't got it. Yeah, like, I know what I was going to tell you this last story, and then we move on. I went to a McDonald's the other day, like a week ago, and it was late, but the McDonald's sign says open 24 hours. It says it's in the window above the drive-thru, open 24 hours. I get up to the box to order, and she said, we closed. I said, what? She said, I said, it's 11 o'clock. Yeah, we closed. I said, it says 24 hours. Where it say that at? I said, over your drive-thru window. Well, they need to take that out the window because we ain't been 24 hours since COVID. I said, you a lie. I just came over here a couple of days ago at 1:30 in the morning and ordered something. Well, we closed now. So, I'm petty. I'm real petty. So I drove back around and sat at the drive-thru box. And everybody that pulled up, I said, hey, they closed. Well, I said they closed. They just told me they was closed. So they probably not going to take your order. Not you helped them out. Yeah, I helped them out because you be damn if somebody going to order after me. Right. One guy said, oh, I ordered on the app, so they say it should be ready. I said, okay. The next person came, I said, hey, they closed. I did about 5 cars that waited out left. I was like, fuck that. You ain't finna get nobody, make no money after you told me I'm closed. Right. I'm going to order some shit too. I was like, everybody. They said, oh, they closed. They pull off. I said, they closed. They wouldn't turn off the lights. Like, if you close, turn off the lights. Nobody won't be pulling in here. Yeah. Man, that pissed me off so bad. I started to call the store the next day. Like, hey, you are false advertising. Your store says 24 hours. I pulled up at 11:30, and they told me they were closed. And they only supposed to close at 11:30. Man, the Waffle House over on Fairham Road closed when they get ready. They take 30-minute breaks every time I pull up. I swear that's why I don't go that one no more. Every time I pulled up, I swear they were taking a break when I pulled up. When I pulled up, it's like I go to the door lock. I be like, why the door lock? We taking a break. I called corporate office. I said, hey, when Waffle House started letting them close for 30-minute breaks, they said, sir, they're not supposed to close. I said, well, the one on Fairham Road does. You told them. You snitched on them. You snitched on them. Right. I dry snitched. The one on Fairham Road in Douglasville closes every time I go up there for 30 minutes. They be closed for a break. Oh, they do? I said, sure do. You might want to check on that. Fuck, I done went there 5 times. You done closed on me in 30 minutes. Fuck, somebody gonna pay for this. Not you done told on them. I told on them. I don't mind telling on nobody. Service is service. Shit.
Not you done told. That is funny. Okay, so we're gonna move on. So I seen a video on IG. Young girl. I don't know how old the little girl was, but she was young.
Okay.
She got caught in the house with 2 boys. Dad came in. She wrapped it around in the towel. He proceeds to pull out his phone and go live on social media and chastises the little girl.
Uh-huh.
Do you feel Dad was wrong?
Yes, because you should pull out the phone for one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just get that straight. Unless he thought the guys was gonna do something, he was gonna do something to the guys. He needed proof that he didn't do nothing to him. But other than that, that's a private family moment. I think we get too caught up in pulling out our phones to record stuff.
Yeah, because everything now is about recording.
Yeah, because if I'm gonna beat your ass, which I am gonna do, because I walked in here and found you naked with 2 guys, I don't need the audience to see what I'm about to do to your ass. Because it's gonna be severe.
Right.
Like, you are in my house with 2 guys at whatever age you are, which is probably too young to be in the house with 1 guy, but you were here with 2. How old are they?
They was in the house cooking.
Right, and they
she walking around the house with a towel on.
And they was at his house, the dad's house.
Yep. And
he was on a trip or something?
I'm not sure, but allegedly this is her stepdad. So stepdad walked in. So, yeah. I definitely feel like he was wrong for pulling out his phone, but he definitely wasn't wrong for beating that ass.
Right. He shouldn't have videotaped her. He shouldn't have videotaped the chastising. Now, if he wanted to put it on public record to show to embarrass her, what good is that gonna do?
Right.
She already embarrassed because he walked in, but man.
Yeah, like you said, everybody nowadays is just always, let's pull out the phone, let's pull out the phone, let's pull out the phone. You know, I don't feel like certain things need to be videotaped.
Right.
Like, everything is not for the public eye. Keep stuff private. Like, now if you want to go on live and say, okay, yeah, she got a whooping or whatever because she had 2 boys in my house. He could have put the boys on live.
Right.
Instead of whooping his daughter on live.
Yeah, he could be like, these boys in here with my 12-year-old daughter.
Right. He could have exposed them.
Right.
But exposing her and whooping her on live, I feel like it's a different way he could have handled that.
Right.
So
Aquarian alumni says, definitely don't agree with exploiting her. Slick says, when did going live become a part of parenting?
Right, because everybody go live now. Every parent feel like they need to go live.
I don't get why.
I don't either.
It be stuff happening in front of me and Slick sometime when we be just out chilling, and we be forgetting to get the phone. She be like, get the phone. I be like, why? She like, we gonna record. I say, then it'll be too late.
I seen a video where I guess a little girl had been sexting, and she wasn't old enough to be sexting, and her mama pulled out the phone, went live, and she want to be sexting on, and she started chastising her daughter on live. And when did it become a part of parenting? Like, what does that prove? Right. You're not doing anything, but you're cutting down your child's self-esteem. Right. First of all, you're embarrassing your child.
In front of everybody.
In front of the whole world, because it's going to go viral. It's never going to leave the internet.
Right.
Never going to leave.
Right.
Because by the time you feel like you deleting it, somebody didn't already screenshot it and recorded it.
Right. Real quick.
Yeah, so it's like, I feel like when it comes to chastising your child, some things should be kept private. Like,
I agree.
I feel like that part right there shouldn't happen.
I feel like anything within the 4 walls of the house, especially when it comes to disciplining children, arguing with the wife or spouse and stuff like that, or your partner, other, that should be kept private within the confines of your home. Right. Because everybody don't need to know your business.
Right. You're right.
Now, if y'all at the aquarium and your child trips over the stairs and falls and you're recording it, oh well, that happens. Right. But if you gotta punish your child or chastise your child for doing some wrong things, that's nobody's business. Right. Because does that show that the child is bad, or does that show how bad of a parent you are?
It definitely shows how bad of a parent you are. Right. Because now I feel like when you go live, you're looking for validation. Mm-hmm. Oh, you should have did this. You should have did that. Right. Like, what point are you proving?
Or if you're chastising the child, you going live to get people to agree with the chastising that you're doing. Yeah. Yeah. So, well, validation, like you said. Yeah. But oh yeah, you should have did that like that. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. Yeah.
And this goes back to that topic we had a few weeks ago with that basketball player, they went live while he was holding a gun or flashing a gun. Like, when did live become a part of...
Everybody trying to catch that big moment.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to catch that big moment. I mean, I DJ'd an event over the weekend. It was a good event. I forgot to pull out my phone.
I'm pretty sure somebody recorded you.
Yeah, but I'm
somebody
just saying,
recorded you.
They did too, but I'm just like, a lot of times it just don't be on my mind. It don't be on our minds. Like,
yeah, everything doesn't need to be recorded.
Right.
Everything is
just think about when we were children. Sheesh. If people record stuff when I was a child, whew, sheesh, I did some horrible things as a child.
I'd be so embarrassed if my mama would have recorded me getting a whooping in Detroit Mall. I'd been devastated.
Right.
I'd have been devastated.
Right.
Everybody know, a few people know this story too. My mama whooped the hell out of me in Detroit Mall. Now, if she would have recorded that out of, I probably would have jumped somewhere.
Right.
I would have jumped off a bridge. Because that is embarrassing.
Right.
It was already embarrassing. I got a whooping.
Right.
In front of all my friends.
Right.
But to go live with it, now I'm really embarrassed. Now I'm embarrassed double time.
Right.
Because first of all, I got a whooping in front of my friends. Now you in front of the whole wide world? Nah.
Aquarium alumna says alumna. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or not. And I apologize because sometimes I just don't pronounce things right. Everyone has a point to prove to people that don't matter. Handle it in-house. She says big bully energy. Big bully energy. Slick says attention whores. And then Aquaria alumna says, "Whoo, thank goodness, no face,
no case."
Right, because I would have had a bunch of cases. I mean, as a child, as in my 10, 11, 12, 13-year-olds, 14. So let's see, that 14-year-old when I got to my senior high school.
I want to say mine probably started at 16. Yeah, when my mama told me I had to go to church every Sunday, that's probably when I started acting ratchet.
See, I ain't had that problem. My parents wasn't a church. My grandparents, definitely my mom wasn't, but my grandparents wasn't church people. When my mama started telling me I had to go to church every Sunday, oh yeah, it's on the cracker. I gotta go to church. I just go down the street to the little boy house that I like. Hope I can make it back before she get home. That's my church.
Right.
Praise him.
Right. But yeah, no, I don't think everything should be put on the internet.
Yeah.
Because you
I
can't
think he was very wrong for putting her on the internet.
You can't get rid of it. You cannot get rid of it.
Now her kids gonna see it.
Yeah. Mama, that's you?
Right.
You was in a towel.
Right. Nick. With two guys?
With two boys? Right. Which one of them my daddy?
Right. That's what I was gonna say that, but I ain't want to step that. You're right.
Yeah, but no, I don't. Some things should be left private and within the household. So
I agree.
So the next thing is, this is another probably sad situation. Over the weekend, we lost Jackie O, which is DC Young Fly's baby mother, longtime girlfriend.
They say wife.
Some say wife, some say girlfriend.
We're going to say wife.
I don't know what she was.
We're going to give him wife.
Okay, well, wife.
Okay.
DC Young Fly's wife. Went to Miami to have some surgery done. She wants to get a mommy makeover. And she suddenly passed away. So RIP to her. But my question is has society put excessive pressure on men and women to get plastic surgery?
I don't necessarily know that they put pressure on to get plastic surgery, but they definitely put pressure on them to look a certain way or to look
keep up
better.
a certain image.
Right.
Yeah.
But to look better. I mean, everybody's striving to be more beautiful today than they were yesterday.
Right.
Or to look like this person or that person. So yeah, it's also, it's not just a societal pressure. It's also the pressure of yourself. When you look in the mirror, what do you see?
Right.
How do you feel about yourself when you look in the mirror? That has a lot to play into it too. So we can't just blame it on society, but society does have a lot to do with it.
Right.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
think a lot of celebrities feel like they have a certain image or certain body type that they have to maintain. Me personally, which this is just my personal opinion, I think she looked great.
Right.
But I can't say what, flaws she felt like she had.
Right.
Because she did just have a baby recently. But I really felt like she looked nice. And, but she said she wanted a mommy makeover. Hell, I want one too, but
Right.
I'm not gonna go
and get one,
especially from nobody that wasn't certified.
So this guy wasn't certified.
No.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like, you know, society today does play a major part in some people's lives. Like, they, you know, a lot of people feel like you got to keep up with, the nice boobs and nice butt and all of that. But I feel like it's ways of doing that. Like me, yeah, I've been working out for over 20-some years and I still ain't lost no weight.
Right.
But I'm going to keep working out.
Right.
But I just feel like it's a certain, you know, lifestyle. You know, some people feel like they got to keep up.
Yeah, a lot of times, you know, we were just talking about the last segment. We were talking about the girl and the parent and the camera. That camera and that video nowadays, that social media puts a lot of pressure on folks. A lot of us feel the pressure, even though we try to say we don't. All of us who are on social media feels the pressure of social media,
right.
which in general feels the pressure of society itself. Right. No matter what it is, if it's from feeling like you're not making enough money or you're not doing enough to be successful or whatever the case may be, pressure is always applied on social media when you're watching social media, because you know you only see the good stuff. Nobody video records themselves getting the lights turned off. You get what I'm saying? Nobody video records themselves being put out the house or evicted.
Right.
So you're only gonna see the good stuff. So that puts a lot of pressure on us as not on just cosmetic surgery or looking beautiful, but on all around life. You know.
Yeah.
Like Six says, appearance is 100% important to all financial classes, and that's true because, like we talked about yesterday, it's always going to be somebody richer than you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? You may have $100 million, but the guy that you're looking at now, he got $300 million.
Right.
So it's an excess of an excess. You get what I'm saying? So we always feel like, I don't even want to say we could do better. We always feel like we need to do better.
Right. Or we got to keep up.
Right, we got to keep up. Yeah.
Yeah.
We always in that race.
Like I said, I want the makeover done, but I'm not going to go under a knife just to look a certain way for somebody. You're going to either accept me for who I am and the way I look now, because I didn't always look like this.
Right.
But if you can't accept me now, then, oh well.
That's the point, right?
Oh well.
I know what I'm dealing with.
Right. And even if I'm on camera, like I'm on camera every Monday.
Right.
Hell, I know I'm fat, but hey, deal with it. If you don't want to look at it, hey, flick
the channel.
Flip it.
Right, I get what you're saying.
Right.
But a lot of times, let me ask you a question. Do you think a lot of times we apply the pressure to ourselves?
I think we do, because at one point in time, I used to beat myself up because I used to be like, dang, I am 2-something pounds, like 200-something pounds. I never been this big. But I had to think about it is, I know where I came from and I know where I can get back to. So it's up to us to want to make that decision and that choice. But I feel like if I get back to where I was at, I'm going to look like a crackhead.
Yeah, you're going to be like, somebody going to be like, ooh, she lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, they're going to be like, damn, she's sick, or she doing drugs or what.
Yeah, she on that crack.
Yeah. So I don't want to be that skinny. I do want to lose a little weight to be healthier,
right?
But I don't want to be that skinny to the point where I'm walking around here looking like I'm just strung out.
But I think that's another problem we have there. People equate skinny with healthy, and that's not
right.
necessarily the case. There's a lot of people who's skinny who died of heart attacks. You know
exactly.
So it's, I mean, I always, you know, I'm bad on myself about my weight too, because a few years back I was in the gym 3 hours a day every day. You get what I'm saying? I was real in shape. And now I could barely get upstairs. But at the same time, life changes. Things change. I'm so busy now I can barely get 4 hours of sleep in a night. You get what I'm saying? Because we have so many things that we're doing. So it's just one of them things. Life can really creep up on you.
Right.
And the things that you used to do in the past to keep yourself exercised and healthy, as you say, you may not have time to do those things now. And people say, well, you'll find time. Not necessarily. When you got children, you got a husband, a house to keep, and a job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, there's a lot going on. And us as adults, we always try to find 5 or 10 minutes to ourselves.
Right.
People don't realize how precious that 5 or 10 minutes to yourself can be.
Right.
and a lot of us don't get it. That's health too. That's healthy too.
Yeah.
Quiet time alone to read a book or write in your journal, something other than being busy.
Right. And I think, like you say, I think we do put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and we just have to find different alternatives to make ourselves, better. And hey, if you want to slim down. Stop eating them Snicker bars at night. Stop, snacking on them cupcakes.
Right.
Do something different.
Right.
I
cut out a lot of stuff. Like, I don't drink nothing but water. I used to drink juice and Cokes, and I don't drink any of that stuff no more.
Right.
I don't even have a taste for it.
Right.
I used to drink Red Bull like they were water. I have 4, 5, 6 Red Bulls a day. I don't drink those anymore. I don't even have a taste for them.
Right.
So you have to cut out things slowly. Now I used to eat candy bars and stuff. I don't eat nothing but peanuts for snacks now. Right. So I'm slowly eliminating things, and as you go, things, your body weight will change once those things get out your system. But it's a process. It takes time.
So someone on my Facebook page wants to know what the conversation is about. So the conversation we're talking about right now is, has society put excessive pressure on men and women to getting plastic surgery? So that's what we're talking about right now. But yeah, I definitely feel like, going under the knife is pretty much probably not the smartest decision. I had a few family members that actually had the what you call that, where they take your stomach out.
Gastric bypass.
Yeah, the gastric bypass. And almost died from that. Like, I don't think every surgery is worth getting.
Right.
Like, unless your doctor says, okay, you need this, or you're healthy for this. I don't feel like you should just be doing it because, you want to do it. First of all, I'm not spending my money on nothing.
Right. Right.
If my insurance can't cover this,
right,
I'm not spending.
I'm good on that.
My money on this. I'm definitely not gonna do it.
Right.
Like, no. Like, I asked my doctor a few months ago, can I get I wanted the lap band. She told me, heck no. She said, just take your butt to the gym. This is what she told me. She black African lady. I told her, don't be talking to me like that.
Right.
But right. But she said, just go to the gym. She said you just need to work out. She said it needs to become a part of your daily routine. She said you don't have to do it every day. She said, but do it at least 2 to 3 times a week. She said, and then just change your eating habit. Just cut something out a week or a month or something like that. So what I started doing is I started cutting off sodas. I started cutting off coffee. I still have 1 cup of coffee a day. I used to drink coffee all day, every day.
I drink coffee now. I drink 2 cups a day. Like after 12, and it's always been that way for me. After 12, I can't drink coffee. I feel like you should drink coffee after 12.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee after 12 anymore. Like I said, I have 1 cup a day. It'd probably be early in the morning, like while I'm getting ready for work, and that'd be it. Sodas, I don't drink. I cut down on sodas a lot. So, I just, I started going to the gym more and stuff like that. And then I take supplements as well. So
yeah, that helps too. People say it doesn't help, but I think something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
Something. I started watching the calories on stuff I eat. Like, I drink a lot of water, so I sometimes I want some taste. So, like, I'll get those electrolyte things that they have at the hospital. They give people. They sell them in stores now. So I'll get some of those and drink some of those just to have some flavor. But I really eliminated a lot of stuff in the last couple of years that I'm down to bare minimum now. Like, I be wanting to snack, so I'll try to eat plain potato chips, even though they got high calories too. If you look at the back of a lot of this stuff, it's about the same stuff. So you just have to eliminate things.
Right. You're so silly. She's talking about, I was just wondering about this BBL. They can have some of my behind. She's so silly. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like, you don't have to get everything you see on social media or anything like that. Or you just, just be yourself.
There you go.
If they can't accept you for who you are, then oh well. Somebody will.
I don't think people know who they self are, who they are.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't. And sometimes you just gotta sit and think and have that reality check. Like, I'm fine the way I am.
Yeah. I'm
fine. I really hate that she went and did this. Yeah. Like, she was a beautiful young lady. Like.
Yeah.
And I just really feel bad for her and DC, because I know he probably going through it. So. But yeah. So yeah. Question.
Mm-hmm.
What is the most embarrassing story that you would never recover from?
That I will never recover from?
Yeah.
Story like, what's the context of the story?
Like anything, like something that's happened to you in your lifetime that you know, like, dang, I'm never going to come back from this. I'm never going to be able to live this down.
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing. It could be in a relationship. It could be in, just period. Like.
It's so many.
Not so many.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Well, while you think about yours, I'm going to go back to what I had elaborated on. So, I had to been like, I want to say probably 17, 18.
Uh-huh.
And I used to sing in this choir. And we used to go on a lot of tours and stuff like that. And one of our tour, we had went on this tour, and we had to sing at do you know Bishop Shears or Kiki Shears and Karen Shears? We had to sing at their church in Detroit. And so we had time to play around and stuff like that. So our choir director said we could hang out for a few hours. So we ended up going to the Detroit Mall.
Okay.
Me, trying to be grown, met this guy there, and I'm like, oh, he cute. I'm trying to see, my mama seen me. Mm-hmm. You ain't supposed to be in no boy's face. You don't know these boys. Da, 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 da. Got a whooping all the way through the mall to the bus.
Wow.
To the bus. When I tell you she whooped me.
She gave that long whooping.
She gave from the bathroom to the bus.
Uh-huh.
I was so embarrassed. I think I cried all the way back to our hotel. I'm talking about the snotting cry. Like,
right. Oh, you was...
I was crying. I'm talking about, so to this day, people always say, remember when you got a whooping on the bus? I be like...
Remember you got a whooping at the Detroit Mall?
Yeah. And I was like, you know what, can we just drop it now? Can we leave it alone? Like...
I think my most embarrassing moment is embarrassing to me. No one ever saw this. See, I've always been a private person. So when I was in a relationship with somebody a long time ago, before I got married, long time ago, and then she broke up with me, and she broke up with. My heart was so broken, and I was so hurt that I went to everybody in her family, asking them to make her go back with me.
Oh, wow.
And I probably, if I saw that family right now, they probably be like, remember you came home to my mama, asking my mama, tell her to come back, go with you. But I went to everybody in her family, her uncles, her aunts.
Oh, you wanted her back bad, huh?
Her grandmama, her mama, her aunt's boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, you wanted her back.
I was on the porch. I was sitting on her front porch crying. They was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, he broke up with me. I was crying. The next, a couple of days after, I went to her school.
She said, Thelma.
Yeah. Man, that was harsh. That was hard.
You was really in love with Thelma.
Man, that girl's my girl right there. I used to be in love with that girl.
You was really in love with her.
Well, she was my first everything, but yeah.
Oh,
I was really in love with her. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna even front. I was in love with
You
that girl.
still in love with her?
No, I'm not still in love with her, but I remember that. I mean, that's been almost 40.
You can still love her.
40 some years ago. No, I don't still love her, but I think about how I was with her. I was really take me, Lord.
You was head over heels, huh?
Man, I was gone, real deal. But yeah, that was my most embarrassing. If my friends had saw that,
I did that before.
I have a friend like Ike. He probably would text me right now and be like, "Hey, man," because he petty. We were all raised that way. We were all petty with each other. We would do shit like get new shoes and they'd be like, "Man, we want to get some new shoes," and we'd be like, "Well, tell we know everybody's mama's first name. Well, tell Carrie to go buy you a pet. You know,
right?
We were petty like that back then in Chicago. So he probably text me up right now, and be like, "Man, when damn broke up with you, and you were crying to everybody." And we both 53 years old. He would still do that.
Now he bringing it back up.
Right, he would do it, and he would do it just as much as possible. So yeah, I'm glad nobody did see that.
Oh wow,
that was terrible.
Yeah. So I had a great experience over the weekend.
Okay, what happened with you?
So last show we had the bedroom candy lady and whatever. So trying to spice up the relationship or whatever.
Okay.
Took the spouse to Trapeze over the weekend. Yes, Trapeze.
What happened at the trap?
It was whoa.
Was it what you expected?
It wasn't what I was expecting because people made it seem like it was just one big swingers club. Like, you're supposed to be just changing partners and stuff like that. But, I mean...
Was it what he expected?
It wasn't. It wasn't what he was expecting. Because he felt the same way I felt. Like it was one big swingers club.
And it wasn't that way.
It wasn't that way at all. But it was definitely one big porn site.
Right.
It definitely was one big porn site.
Was they respectful?
Yes, they were respectful.
Okay.
But, I mean, if you want to... She said, I need a rose. If you want to boost up your self-esteem about your sex life, you go to Trapeze. They gonna cheer you on. They definitely gonna cheer you on. They gonna be like, yes, that's it. Yes. I felt like a big porn star. I was like, okay, I'm here doing my shit. Like, I mean,
you ain't put on the show for him when they started cheering you on.
I mean, Kendall came out. I mean, I had to let her out. Kendall came out. So, I mean, yeah,
That's what's up, then.
It went down. I enjoyed myself, so.
That's what's up. I can't do nothing but applaud. It worked. It was supposed to.
I know, right?
Alter ego name. Did he show up too?
He did. He came out.
He showed out. I mean, we got to. If you showing out, I got to show out too.
Yeah, he was there.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up. It worked.
We both wasn't ourselves that night. We both definitely, our alter egos was both definitely in the building, and we both showed up and showed out. And
so y'all liked it.
In front of an audience. So, yeah, it was different, but hey, I feel like we could do Trapeze. We definitely can do OnlyFans now. So, I mean, hey, why not? We might
y'all didn't get paid for Trapeze. Y'all paid. OnlyFans, y'all gonna make a little change.
I'm saying, so I definitely think we should go ahead and sign up. So, I mean, if my mama church friends watching, oh well.
Slick say, when people came up to you, how did you feel?
They didn't come up to me per se. They was just watching through the glass.
Okay.
So it was just like, yeah.
Like they didn't come up to you and say, hey, talk to your husband, like, hey, y'all want to join us?
No, they was just watching, standing there in amazement, like, okay, like, like.
Right.
So yeah. I mean, nobody. I don't think that's a place for us to be talking at. Don't talk to me. Why?
You supposed to talk while you doing that. Yeah.
No, don't talk to me while I got a dick in my mouth. No, I don't want you to do that. No. Don't do that. No.
No, I'm not. I can't talk anyway.
Right, mouthful. I can't speak. Don't do that. No.
But after, like, I saw how you had that dick in your mouth. You want to join us?
No, girl, just go ahead and do your own thing.
Okay.
Just go ahead.
Okay. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it though.
It was a great experience. Probably something we wouldn't do on a weekly basis.
Of course not. For one, it costs a lot of money.
Hell yeah.
It's not cheap.
That place, like the damn strip club. You gonna pay $200 before you get in it, but
right. See.
But yeah, it was definitely
Slick said that's a jump from Trapeze to OnlyFans.
Not
when you add up the monetary value.
I mean, OnlyFans can get you out the hood, so
right.
I mean,
you ain't gotta show no face on OnlyFans. Nobody gotta know who you are.
Not at all. Nobody
gotta know who you are. I think that hour went quick. Damn, the whole video left. Shit.
No, but yeah, it definitely was a great experience, and
man, they cut you off at an hour on your page. You gotta go live more. Because I go 3 hours, 4 hours on Misfits Radio page.
Oh, wow.
And they never cut it off. I just went back.
But yeah, it definitely was a great experience, and I definitely would do it again. Yeah, so yeah, if you definitely want to spice up your life or spice up your relationship, Trapeze is definitely a spot to go to.
It's definitely the place to be.
Just be prepared to see some stuff you probably see on Pornhub. Because you're definitely going to see it all. You definitely is going to see it all. So, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, y'all, on Instagram. I didn't even see the countdown. They usually give me a countdown. They didn't even do it today. They just cut you off. We're having such a good conversation, but y'all go on YouTube, check it out. Go on Roku, go on Facebook. There's 12 Facebook pages with this video on it.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
But yeah, it was definitely a great conversation tonight, and we are about to head out, and I will see you all next Monday.
Well, are we going to have a good show next Monday?
We are going to have a good show next Monday. We are going to celebrate Pride Month next Monday.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going to invite some guests and, just talk about some things. So,
That's what's up.
So, yeah, definitely tune in next Monday.
This is definitely a safe space. Don't feel threatened.
Very, very safe.
That's right. That's right.
And you can feel free to be who you are with no judgment.
That's right. So yeah. Next Monday, same bat channel, same bat time.
All right.
I'm that bitch. Been that bitch, still that bitch. Will forever be that bitch. Yeah, I'm the hood Mona Lisa. Break a nigga into pieces. Had to X some cheesy niggas out my circle like a pizza. I'm way too exclusive. I don't shop on Insta boutiques. All them little ass clothes only fit fake booties. Bad bitch, still talking cash shit. Pussy like water, I'm a mother and relaxing. I would never